Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video here concerning the blue wave that's supposed to be happening here in about a month or so. Uh, the Democrats seem to be under the impression that there's going to be a huge win for them in November, meaning that they're going to have majority control of the House and Senate, which I'm guessing they're hoping that the Kavanaugh hearing will be prolonged out until then, so that they could, conceivably reject him, even if he might be a decent candidate. Uh, the Democrats seem to be thinking that they're going to be winning because Trump's a bad guy, because Trump sucks, and the American people are going to realize that Trump was a mistake. Unfortunately, they're ignoring history. Usually, in the midterm elections, the House and Senate tend to balance out towards the opposition party, in the opposition party's favor. So right now, considering that the Republicans have full control of the House, Senate, and the presidency, we could probably expect that the Democrats will probably gain at least one of those, if not both the House and Senate, simply because it's just a historical trend. If you look back through election records, you can see this trend. It's not going to be because Trump sucks and all of his voters have abandoned him. It's going to be because it's just the way it goes. The middle of the line, moderate, centrist sort of types, they float back and forth. They don't really have a strong political persuasion one way or another, and they might see that, hey, the Republicans aren't doing as good a job as I thought. I'll vote Democrat. The proverbial switch. The proverbial. I'll vote for the next guy next time. And that's not necessarily gonna help the Democrats too much, because, well, I think what they're really lacking, the Democrats, is they're lacking a strong leader. They're lacking a cohesive platform upon which to build their party. It seems to be that the Democrats, instead of protecting workers and that sort of thing, like they used to do back in the 50s and 60s, it seems to be that their platform currently is get rid of Donald Trump. They don't seem to have an actual political agenda other than get rid of Trump, get rid of Trump. And they might have had one before when Hillary was still running, and that was probably that neoliberal, neoconservative globalist agenda that both pretty much everybody in the Republican Party and the Democratic Party have. So it really wasn't much of a change. But what they seemed to forget was that the American people are kind of sick of that. At least most of the American people. They're sick of how the country's been run. They're sick of how they've been marginalized. The majority of Americans seem to be they seem to understand that they're being pushed to the sidelines for new people to come in and take their place. And it's definitely not working for the Democrats too well. If they do win, some semblance of power back in these midterm elections, it's not because people have abandoned Trump. It's not because they regret their decision. It's because simply it's historical. You're going to get some centrists here and there. The few centrists that still exist, you're going to get them to swap a little bit, probably because the media is doing a pretty good job at disseminating a smear campaign. And I'm not saying Trump's perfect. I'm not saying he's a god. I'm not saying I even like the guy really. But it's definitely refreshing to see the media machine and political parties show their true colors. Because Donald Trump is an outsider. He's not like any other politician we've had. Since I don't know if we've ever had one like Donald Trump, but he's not like the others, and it's causing them to really grit their teeth, show their fangs, and spew bile